Okay, so let's start today with naming a polynomial by degree and by the number of terms. And this is page 3 on the note packet that I gave you, if you still have that. If not, you can go to CUDA software and you can go to naming polynomials, and the worksheet is there for you. So there are two different ways, by degree. So if I name it by degree, then that's one exponent per term. And there are basically 4 ways that I want you to know. The rest of it you just use to like the 10th degree. So if it's linear, then there would be the exponent of 1 on each term, or on the highest term. For quadratic, it would be an exponent of 2 for the highest term. For cubic, it would be an exponent of 3. For quartic, it would be an exponent of 4 on the highest term, and so forth and so on. Okay. So looking at number 2 here, there's only one term, and the exponent, there's a 1 on the 10 and there's a 1 on the a, so that would make it a linear polynomial, or a linear by name. For question number 4, there's a k squared, so the exponent is 2. On the 7, the exponent is 1, so that means that the highest exponent is a 2, which would make it quadratic. And for number 14, the highest exponent there is a 7, because here's a 7, here's a 6, here's a 3, and here's a 1. So we would just call that to the 7th degree. So that's the way to name it by degrees. And then the other way to look at it is by the term. Terms are separated by add or subtract signs, so you need to look for those first. Again, question number 2 only has one term because there's nothing separated by an add or a subtract sign, which makes it a monomial. Question number 4 has one add or subtract sign, the separating terms, so that would give it 2 terms, so that one would be a binomial. And question number 14, there are 1, 2, 3 signs to separate it, which makes 4 terms, which makes it a polynomial, which again stands for 4 or more terms. So that's the way that you use these ideas to name it by degree and by the number of terms.